to have the chance to come together with 100 women at a time, actually more than 100 women at a time, and just the energy and the positivity and the, hey, we get to learn about these great things going on.
Being a part of 100 Plus Women Who Cares means so much to me personally. I see this organization as such a grassroots effort and a brilliant concept to help nonprofits by just sharing stories, understanding the impact our donations can have, and then selecting the nonprofit that can best utilize our funds.
The power of the collective philanthropy is amazing. When you see the impact that it can make. The last few organizations that we've donated to, they've received over $20,000.
And we are just about to announce that we have given out $275,000 from this fund to women and their families in the 3 years of the fund. Now, $55,000 of that $275,000 is a direct result of 100 Plus Women Who Care.
I had kept hearing from my clients, I'm a life coach, that they wanted community, they wanted to give back, and they didn't have a lot of time or money. So this seemed like the perfect idea to start. And so I put it out on Facebook and said, I'm thinking of starting a women's group. And I explained a little bit about it, and within 3 days I had, over 50 women saying I'm in.
So the organization started with 60 to 80 women at the Woodford's Club in Portland now 10 years ago, and then has grown to the point that there's now 460 something members and has raised over $600,000 and donated to 40 plus nonprofits over the past 10 years.
I know that 100 Plus Women Who Care, as a group of caring women who want to make a difference in their community, many of us understand and feel that we collectively make a vast difference. With each of our individual donations, we band them together and offer over $20,000 per quarter.
Becoming one of the 100 Plus Women Who Care is something that's so affordable. You can literally it's $50 to donate, which, guess what, that's a write-off. And what an awesome place to bring your mom, your best friend, your girlfriends from work, any of your neighbors. Just bring them along with you, and it's fun. You're all voting on which charity gets the bigger part of the pool.
The idea that you could give $50 4 times a year and make such a huge impact, and at the same time get to learn about all the worthy nonprofits in a very wide region is a pretty remarkable thing.
The women love coming together to donate. When you give $50, you don't really know where that's going, but together we are making a big impact, and it just feels so good. Generosity is what we're all about. And so yes, we are giving to the nonprofits and making a huge difference, but it's also giving women a chance to get involved with philanthropy.
I've learned a lot over the 10 years about organizations that I had no idea existed in Maine, and there are so many worthy causes, and so it's just a question of selecting the ones that you think are going to gain the most from the money at that particular time.
I love to learn about what's being done and being able to have people right there asking for volunteers, because I think a lot of people volunteering is they just need to find their passion, and you can have all of these ideas of places to volunteer, and every single organization, everyone that is presenting is in need of more volunteers, and women, I think, spread the word really well about those things, and it's brilliant, really.
When the women are giving presentations. They're so heartwarming to see what's being done in our community, as well as so educational. And sometimes it's not a dry eye in the room. It's so impactful to hear the stories and to see the good work that our nonprofits are doing.
The idea of only having 5 minutes to make a pitch for the possibility of gaining $20,000 is very daunting on one hand, but on the other hand, there's no simpler, easier, faster way that I know to get such a huge donation. It takes a lot of time to write grants, and this is a way that in 5 minutes you could have a huge amount of money to move forward the projects of any nonprofit.
The women of 100 Women Who Care heard our story, understand how we support citizens in need, and the first responders and professionals that we support in the process, and they understood that they could help with their donation.
So a lot of people wait for someone else to do it, and we're getting it done, as a collective group, pooling our resources, our talents, and making it happen right here in southern Maine.
So I think the community there is different because it's just women. I think getting up and speaking to a group, and some women who are running organizations aren't necessarily all that big fans of public speaking, but when it's a whole group of women and everyone there is rooting for you, you can stand up and maybe talk about your charity, and tears are okay and emotions okay, and if it's just women, I think it does make a difference on what gets spotlighted and what maybe gets said.
I'm proud to say that we're coming up on our 10th year, and our organization is one of the largest 100 Women Who Care in the country, and ultimately, southern Maine is benefiting. How great is that? In the last 10 years, we've raised $632,000. And hopefully, within the next 5 years, we'll hit the $1 million mark, with new members joining, all the time.
I want to thank Deb Bergeron for being such an inspiration to so many women in the greater Portland community.
Deb, you're an amazing woman. This is an incredible organization that you've spearheaded.
I salute Deb Bergeron and every member of 100+ Women Who Care Southern Maine.
My heartfelt gratitude to all of you for going on this journey with me. Without you, we wouldn't have the impact that we've had in southern Maine. I don't know where we're going, but I know we're going to keep making a huge difference, and the ripples are just going to keep on going. Thank you.